Mothership.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you know?
Now, here is your host, Alien Stone.
You know, I'm hearing the intro song, right? And it's like, are you ready? Are you ready?
And your answer is?
No.
No.
I was not ready. No. Had a little bit of a late start.
Oh.
Playing catch up at the last minute here. And I'm doing some stuff going, okay, let's do this, and let's do this, and let's do this. And I look over and I go, how about we start the show since we got like
30
15
seconds.
seconds? I was like, holy crap.
Wait, I'll tell you something once we get going here about last night. That was a little scary, too.
Oh, it's amazing, man. Sometimes you just,
But you know
the
what?
close calls.
And I'm going to say something. Something happened last night, like minutes before we had to go on stage. And it worked out that everything worked out for the proper time. And we had the best show ever. So
Best show ever?
Oh, man. It was a great show last night. Great sound. We Chaos Vicariant. Wearing my new Vicariant shirt
Oh,
today.
See, we should
Got to hang out with
we-
Zach and the boys.
We should get another one for Bob.
You know what? I'm seeing them next weekend. What size do you think Bob
Just an extra
is?
large.
You think he's an extra large?
Yeah. I mean,
think Bob's
great. He's
head's
not
a
going to
little bit too
complain
big
if
if he
I give him a
thinks-
large. He's not going to complain. He'll just
No.
look more buff.
Right?
So I'd imagine they probably have a lot more leftover larges. They probably sell a lot of extra larges.
I'll ask him if they got an extra shirt, man, so we can put it on Bob.
Absolutely, and then we'll scoop
then
Bob a little
they'll-
closer, even so everybody
Yep.
can really see him.
We'll be playing with them again next weekend and Bad Axe. But last night, Chaos Vicariant.
It's gonna be called the Badass
Yes.
in Bad Axe Show.
We're at the Token Lounge. I can't believe I just said that. I'm sorry. We're at the Machine Shop.
Machine Shop.
In Flint, Michigan. We opened up for Head PE. It was so awesome. We dedicated the show to Grandma. Grandma, if you're listening, we love you. We love you so much. Get better soon. And it was just a great show, man. And about 4 minutes before 7:30, we started at 7:30. There was a bandmate that had a little bit of a stomach issue, I would say,
Uh-oh.
and made it to stage on time, and we kicked it off and got going. So it was
All right.
sweet, man. The sound was awesome. John, if you're listening, thank you. Kevin from the Machine Shop, thank you. Everybody, it was great.
Sweet.
Grandma, we love you. Again, shouts out to Grandma.
Yep. Hey, you know what? Steel, that supports pretty well.
Yep.
You know? But you know what? Nothing supports better than the support of a grandma.
No,
I'm telling you right now.
nothing at all.
Because that, you know what I'm saying? That's, you can't topple that. You know what I'm saying?
Nope, can't do it.
You cannot.
Cannot.
So, coming up on the show today, besides, of course, you know, massaging the inside of your vagina holes with excellent music.
And maybe some extra
sounds-
excellent music for this,
Can I make it sound any dirtier?
right? For this wonderful Saturday afternoon.
Right. All right. So anyway, coming up on the show, we have. I have a list of things to talk about. One of the things I brought up just before we started, and maybe we can think about this for a while.
Yep.
You know, before we got time to come up, is I call it deal breakers. Okay, like there's always a deal breaker. Like this person can't be my friend. That's a deal breaker. You know why? Is there a
Yeah.
reason? You know,
There's a reason why
this
something-
reason wasn't enough. This reason wasn't enough. This reason wasn't enough. But this right here, that's a deal breaker. So we can't be friends. But we're not going to be serious on the show. Of course not. So our deal breakers are, seriously, dude, you haven't seen that movie?
Gotcha.
That's a deal breaker.
Yep.
Now, what's the extent of that deal breaker? Is it we can't be friends if you haven't seen the movie? So go see it, come back, and we're friends? Or is it to the extent that if you don't like the movie, if you went and seen it, if you already seen it and you don't like it, we can't be friends.
There you go.
Okay, now that's going to be a shorter list, of course.
Right.
But there are a couple, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of brought up on Facebook, so I thought I would get a little deeper into that. But we'll also apply that same concept to television shows and bands.
Gotcha.
That is coming up.
So you can call in or
Absolutely.
hit us in the chat room if you want to get involved with this.
313-444-8919. Again, it's 313-444-8919. And I'm just going to do a mention out there, and you might even throw this mention. I'm sure maybe you already have it in
D's Music
News. But to the return of a radio
Yes.
iconic program.
I was gonna.
And the return of an iconic Detroit radio station,
Yes.
all in the same month.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? In the same month time.
And when it came out, when the station came out, I knew it was gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I knew that those guys were, the station, the show was gonna come back. I just didn't know how it was gonna come back, but I had a gut feeling. And you know what?
I was there. I was tuned in for the first one.
Were you?
I was tuned in for right when it started. Bam!
I caught
8
it-
o'clock in the morning.
I caught about 5 minutes of it on my way in because it stopped. It's from 8 to 11 on
Yep.
Saturdays and Sundays. But you know what?
We'll talk about
When
that.
the show went down, I always thought that they would get together and form Wheels again, and that they would be on the show. Back in the day, I'm not just saying that for real. I had an idea. I had a feeling.
I got a lot of, I don't know how to explain this. I got a lot of feelings since this has happened.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to explain what Wheels used to be to me.
Yep.
And what Wheels is now to me.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, as usual, everything is opposite with me as it is with my other people. And
We'll
but at the same time though, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We'll talk. Yeah,
Right.
we thought we didn't have a show today. That's going to be the whole second half of the show.
Oh, dude,
Shit.
actually, yeah, I started looking around at all the stuff I got here, and I was like, wow, we actually do have a lot of things that we can talk about.
Yeah.
And, of course, just a few questions.
Oh, giggity goo.
Yeah, and it's, again, man, it's like almost, the only thing that is consistent anymore with just a few questions is, number one, I'll be asking things.
Okay.
And two, there's a consistent theme throughout the questions.
Questions, correct.
That's about it. Okay, as far as how the questions get asked, the format of the questioning, it's always up in the air from now on.
I'm
Never
excited.
It's gonna be in the face, dodge, parry, thrust. You know what I mean? So anyway, we need music for the Vajir holes to start things off.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to go deep on this one.
Deep.
Deep on this one. I wrote, directed, and produced a movie a long time ago called Long Live the Dead.
Yes. I
And-
have a copy of it.
And there was a band that contributed a song to the soundtrack.
Oh.
And the band was in the movie.
Badass, badass, badass.
In the movie, they were in a strip club when it was attacked by zombies.
Of course, you're going to make a movie with the strip club in it that's attacked by zombies.
That's right. And the band was sitting there, of course, watching the strippers.
And then they got attacked by zombies?
Yes, and they have a song of theirs that's playing in the background. And this is this is their tune. It's the band is called Killing Machine,
Awesome.
and the tune is called Slave to the Grave.
Slave to the grave.
And you are inside the mothership.
All right.
listening to Inside the Mothership on Code Zero Radio in Des Moines, Iowa. RFN 1025 Northampton in the UK. WRPR Rat Pack Radio in St. Pete, Florida. And 920 WON The Apple in New York City, New York.
Call me your friend. Jane, Jane, there you go. You get frustrated and the anger flows. You spend 3 hours speaking your mind. We've had this conversation a million times. You could have said it was over. You could have said that you won't see me again. You could have called me a lowlife. Why'd you have to call me your friends and lovers? You're lying my sleep. They say that only enemies. I can't get it right and make it right. Change receptions overnight. Get into a happy place. Smile and make a friendly face. I couldn't make this thing work in the end. So what the hell on earth makes you think I can be your friend? You could have said it was over. You could have said that you won't see me again. You could have called me a lowlife. Jane, you could have called me a lowlife loser, alcohol abuser, ill-tempered and maladjusted, neurotic and self-destructive, stupid, selfish, vacant, angry and impatient, unmotivated, lazy, 2 shots away from crazy, prone to swinging bad moves, asshole with an attitude, nihilistic to repress, insecure, self-obsessed, always out to offend, one-way street to dead end. Jane calling quits, but don't call me your friend. Friends and lovers, you're lying endlessly. They say that only enemies tell the truth. They say friends and lovers, you're lying endlessly. They say that only enemies.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You are now inside the mothership. Thank you for being beamed aboard. I am Alien Stone.
Yeah, I'm D-Unit.
D-Unit. What is up, sir?
Not me, man. I'm tired.
Not you, you're tired.
I'm tired. You know, you haven't seen me drink these in a while, these Monster Energy drinks, and today I got like a double shot of one.
Double shot.
Yeah, you know, the double size.
Oh, yeah, the big old monster.
Double size for the triple size guy.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Come on into Ashley's on April 24th to help cast your vote and crown yet another brewery throwdown champion. It started with 16 breweries fighting for your vote to see who would move on in the March Madness style bracket. Now they're down to just a few for the semifinals. So stop out in this week. Make sure you cast your vote because each one of the beers that they sell from 5 to 11 will count towards that brewery's total. And at the end of the night, they'll tally them up and declare a winner to move on. Just remember that with good beer, everybody wins at Ashley's. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So today we don't have a traditional punchlines like we normally do. So I'm just going to bring up some ridiculous stories, and we're going to talk about how ridiculous they are. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right. So, here we go. Story number 1.
Story number 1.
This is the headline. A Florida man arrested. Duh, right? A Florida man.
What the Florida?
Right. Nobody gets arrested in Florida, right? Everybody over there is
Right.
they're normal. Florida man arrested after aggressively eating handfuls of pasta. So it's illegal now to be a pig?
It had to have been somebody else's pasta.
You know,
You know, he had to have gone in and be like, "Sir, what would you like?" I want this. Just
You
reached
know.
into somebody else's plate and grabbed some pasta.
See, whenever we do the punchlines, you can always say, dude, there's got to be more to the story.
There's got to be more to the story.
Well, of course there's more to the story.
Right.
But if we told you the rest of the story, it would be the news and not the punchlines.
Yeah.
See?
And you definitely don't come here for news.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're coming here for your news, I'm sorry.
You got issues.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Or sorry.
So apparently you cannot aggressively eat handfuls of pasta. You could be arrested for this.
You can do it
it's an
nicely.
arrestable offense.
You can do it nicely.
That's right. Now, what if you seductively sucked the noodles up? Now, is that another thing? Now you're not being aggressive, but you're being offensive still, or just
You're being
creepy? I don't know.
Seductive.
You know, I don't know. Who makes these rules? You know, we got to ask them. Let's get them on the show.
The pasta police.
Do you maybe know who makes these rules? 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. Give me a call right now. Say, hey, you know what? I would love to seductively eat pasta someplace sometime just to see what would happen. And we will send you out into the field to do that for us, and you can bring back a report. How about that?
Who? Yeah. We're not going to get a call because who would really want to do that?
Right. Seriously.
I mean, other than that guy.
Somebody calls up, hey, I just want to know, how much does that job pay? I heard that you was paying money if I sucked some noodle. Whoa, slow down. Slow down.
Easy.
Easy killer.
Easy.
That's a different show. Anyway, moving on. Online trolls are harassing a scientist who helped take the first picture of the black hole.
Black holes coming up in D's Music News.
I'm just saying that. Okay, so there's a scientist. He helps take the picture
Yeah.
of the black hole,
Yep.
and people are harassing him over. What? Why are you harassing this poor man for taking a picture of
How
the back
dare he?
of a black hole? It wasn't like he took a picture of your black hole.
Oh.
You know, he's not going to be blackmailing you with it later. Just relax, chill out, people.
Yeah,
It's
simmer
okay.
down now. Okay?
Simmer down.
He's doing what he's paid to do, probably.
That's right. He's
You
an
know?
interstellar photographer of sorts. And finally, this poor man accidentally. This is okay. Even the music is off right now because it's so serious. Okay, it's so serious.
Stop.
This man got an IKEA chair.
He did?
He did. And the IKEA chair is made of a hard plastic, and there are these round holes in the chair. Okay? Well, this guy sat on the chair naked and got one of his balls stuck in the hole.
Oh, karma's a biznitch, man. That's funny.
Oh, man. He's just like,
Drinking
like he's
beans.
sitting down. He's moving around.
Drinking beans.
He goes to stand up, and the chair lifts about an inch and sets him right back down again. Be like, oh! Oh! Oh, something's wrong. Oh! Oh! The stretching. The stretching and the clinching. Ow! Ow at the clinching and the stretching. Ow!
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Because he deserves it.
Oh.
And frankly, sir,
You're an idiot.
That has been You're an Idiot's Moment of the Week.
Oh,
We should.
my goodness.
We got to both look in the, across thing because there's got to be an Idiot of the Week. We got to start doing that.
Oh, for
And
sure.
frankly,
Yeah.
sir, you're an Idiot of the Week.
And that has been the punchline.
I forgot that we're actually doing punchlines.
Yeah.
The music stopped like 5 minutes ago.
Right. Just a little bit ago, you know.
Oh man, nuts.
It's stuck in a chair.
So that guy
sad.
is dumb.
Yeah, that's so
And
sad.
dumber.
So very sad.
Did you get that thing I sent to you this week about the guy who got arrested in I think it was New Mexico?
Yes.
I sent it to you through Facebook.
Yes. It
I
is. It's. We'll be talking next hour.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, BA. We'll be talking about what a guy got arrested for in New Mexico next hour.
Yeah.
Awesomeness.
Okay, I'm making sure I'm putting that down as to be the last one of what I'm going to talk about there. So it's a nice finale to that section. You know
I
what I'm saying?
forgot all about that.
All right. So anyway, remember we're going to be talking about deal breakers. I think maybe at the top of next hour, maybe.
Whenever.
I don't know either. But deal breakers is, what? If you were talking to a friend of yours and you say, "Hey, that's just like on such and such movie," and they go, "Never saw it," and you're like offended by that. You're like, "What? You never saw that movie?" And you actually, at that point, you have a choice. Number one, we can't be friends anymore, or you give them homework and they have to go and see the movie and come back. They don't necessarily have to like the movie, but they have to see it in order for you to continue moving on without it burning a hole in your brain. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about. Movies, television shows, and bands. All that same theme.
Okay.
And, yeah, we'll start with that pretty soon because there's a lot to talk about with that. So, anyway. Oh, crap. It's time for a little break. Pause in the action for station identification, actually.
We are on the ball this Sunday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
From 12 to 2
I'll be with you.
on Alien X
Radio. Not only are we on the ball, but it feels like it's caught in a chair by IKEA.
from IKEA.
We'll be back right after this.
Ashley's of Westland. The best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and
And it's a hard
Stone
plastic
Live.
chair, too,
Order
so
delivery
that's gotta be
online with
gross.
Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer? Igor?
That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done? Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the water. Beg for mercy and under the blade. Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Top 10 Artists 23 EXP releases their 11-song debut album, Welcome, featuring songs like Siren, This album is guaranteed to satisfy your hunger with songs like Food, Welcome by 23 EXP is available right now at CD Baby, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, and wherever music is sold. And yes, this album includes the number one song, Stand Up. Welcome by 23 EXP. Get it today. The monster that's inside.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
This is the peak hour for stoned teenagers.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. The gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling,
And the deflector array is deflecting.
Excuse
you
me?
have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Yeah. All right. So we got to remember that. Yeah.
We weren't really talking to the mic, so I didn't know.
I don't think we were talking too much on the mic, but yeah.
Nice sacking you.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, crap.
Yeah. No, I turned it off before that.
All right, good.
Yeah. Then I was like, oh, crap. Yeah.
Fun.
Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to
What?
Inside the Mothership.
It is a...
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That was just a little turbulence. We're all right. Broadcasting live on alienxradio.com, rawtalkonline.com, and UG Media in the UK. Mad Martin, he's over there listening right now. And he's also hanging out in the live feed on Facebook.com.
Is he?
Yep.
What's up, Martin?
Martin. We also had...
He's like working now, isn't he? Doesn't he work now?
I don't know what he's doing at the moment. He's listening to us right now. He's
Listening in
preparing
at
for
work?
his show.
Maybe.
He does like a martial art metal show. It's pretty awesome. I was on it one time. Called in.
Did you?
Yeah, we talked martial arts, and then we played some awesome music. It was pretty cool. He got me thinking, man, I almost want to do a show about martial arts. And I know a lot of people, too, that...
Yeah?
Are into
They would
different
come in
things.
and talk kung fu and kung fu movies?
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Ah, Bruce Lee.
Yeah. But I don't want to, like, be copying
You don't want
Mad
to copy?
Martin. Yeah, I don't want to copy somebody.
Well, is his,
So-
what's his called?
I believe it's the martial arts metal show, or the metal martial... I forgot.
Oh.
Martin! You're hanging out right now. Why don't you tell me about it? What's the name of your show again? I know I listened to it a couple times, but
Yeah, we can plug it, man.
I don't remember you really saying it too often. It's the martial arts metal show, I believe. something like that.
Something like that.
It was pretty cool though, man. I was enjoyed it. He's always got some great music too. Just like we always got some great stuff being submitted to our station.
Yeah.
It's the same thing over there. I mean, they got some great stuff, and he's been sending me some music.
Cool. You guys exchange.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. Exchange some stuff because, he was requesting some music by a band called Limberlost.
Yeah.
Which was really big on the John LeBang show. And then it was in the LeBang Music Awards. The Banger Music Awards.
The Banger Music
Yeah,
Awards.
they won some awards and got some requests from him over there across the pond for that.
Cool.
So made sure we played that.
Badass.
So, second half of hour number 1 underway. Deal breakers.
Deal breakers.
Deal breakers. We'll just hit a couple here and there as we go throughout the show. So,
Okay.
right now, if you were talking about this movie, and in quotes, that's the one you're going to come up with right now.
Okay.
If you were in a conversation with me right now about a movie, and I said to you, I've never seen that movie, you would have to stop the conversation and find out why in the hell I have not seen that movie, because you would be you would not understand why I hadn't seen it.
Off the top of my head, just because it's like one of those movies that no matter where it is, if you catch it on TV, you're always watching it. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's not one of my top favorite movies or anything like that, but it's
Right.
like one of those movies. It's like, dude, it's on all the time. How can you tell me that you've never seen Forrest Gump? If you've never seen Forrest Gump, I don't know if you've never seen Forrest Gump.
Okay, but is that a movie though? I get what you're saying. Is like it's always on and it's
Right.
always in your face, so it's weird that you haven't seen it.
Right.
But my question is, would you give them homework? They have to go see it, otherwise we can't get past this. Or it doesn't matter. Or
Okay.
if you do see it and you don't like it, we're done at this point. We can't be friends.
For the specific homework thing, there was a guy in the parks department at my work, a younger kid, and this just tells you how old you are too, which really sucks, because my movies are going to be different than this generation's movies. But I was in the parks department, and I pulled the the best thing about high school girls, I keep getting older, they stay the same age. And the kids started laughing. I'm like, yeah, you like that movie? He's like, oh, that's from a movie? I said, are you freaking kidding? This happened last Monday.
Wow.
No BS. So I'm like, are you for real? He's like, no, man. He's like, that's funny. I'm like, bro. I'm like, dazed and confused. You've never seen that movie.
Wow.
No, I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, you got until like next week. You got until next week, and then we're gonna have a conversation. And then I actually made another list of movies. I'm like, have you ever seen The Breakfast Club? We're talking about. He's like,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, are you for real?
Right. Exactly.
How could you have not seen these movies? And then I'm like, what year were you born? And he's like, oh, 2001. And I'm like, oh my god.
See, The Breakfast Club obviously on my list as well. It's like there's no way that number one that you haven't seen some part of The Breakfast Club. There's no way.
Right.
It's impossible. It's always on, like you said.
Always.
with 16 Candles and stuff like that's always
Yeah.
on too. But on that.
Right.
I don't really care about that one. But The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And if you say I've never seen it, I would in fact give you homework.
You want to?
I would say you have, because I'm not saying we can't be friends. I would
Right.
never say that.
Right.
But it is always going to be a topic of me to ridicule you moving forward in life until you see the movie. I'm always going to be picking on you because you have not seen that movie.
Well, I got one for you. We went and saw Grandma on Friday. Kelly and we drove out to see Grandma on Friday, and we're sitting around and we're talking about the sitcom Soap.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. Never saw it before.
It's old school, man.
So Big Jim's all putting up the, going through a couple scenes, and I didn't realize who, like Billy Crystal was in it, all the people that were in it and stuff like that. And that ventriloquist dude with this puppet, we saw this bar scene where the puppet's like drunk. He's like, I'm going to throw up. It was so funny, man. And so now that's like on my homework list where I have to watch Soap.
See, sometimes people will send you home to do some work.
Yeah.
Now, you just mentioned Grandma.
Yep.
Okay. And you said that, what did she used to do for a living?
From my understanding, and I could be, I'm pretty sure it had been Grandma, but she used to be the lunch lady at Rob's school.
Really?
Yes. Rob, I guess, from my understanding, and I could be 100% wrong on this, but would go in there and kind of like help out and stuff like that. So
Or get in the way.
Right, or get in the way. So hopefully to cheer Grandma up if she's listening. This is her baby boy Rob from the Arcades Project and the Creeping Chaos doing a Adam Sandler version of Lunch Ladyland.
Woke up in the morning, put on my new plastic glove, served some reheated Salisbury steak with a little slice of love. Got no clue what the chicken pot pie is made of. Just know everybody's doing all right down here in Lunch Ladyland. Well, I wear this net on my hair 'cause my red hair is falling out. I wear these brown orthopedic shoes 'cause I got a bad case of the gout. I know you want seconds on the corn dogs, but there's no reason to shout. Everybody gets enough food down here in the magical Lunch Ladyland. Well, yesterday's meatloaf is today's Sloppy Joe's. Sloppy Joe. And my breath reeks of tuna, and there's lots of black hairs coming out of my nose. Oh, hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans. Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, meatloaf sandwich. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Now who got Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Now yeah. Then one morning, yeah, I woke up to see all the pepperoni pizza was looking at me. He screamed, "Oh, why do you burn me and serve me up cold?" I said, "I got the spatula, just do what you're told." And the liver and onion started joining the fight, and the chocolate pudding pushed me with all its might. Then the chop suey slapped me and it kicked me in the head. It's called revenge, lunch lady, said the garlic bread. I said, "What did I do to make you all so mad that when you got flabby arms and your breath is bad?" Then the green bean said you better run and hide. Then my friend Sloppy Joe came and joined my side. He said, "If it wasn't for the lunch lady, the kids wouldn't eat you. You should be shaking her hand and saying, 'Pleased to meet you.' She gives you a purpose and she gives you a goal. You should be kissing her feet and kissing her more. Now all the anger food, just leave me alone. And we all live together in a happy home. Thanks to Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Well, me and Sloppy Joe got married. We got 6 kids and we're doing just fine. Down in Lunch Lady Land.
You guys jam.
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show, just shoot us an email and tell us why you should be inside the mothership. Send it to alienstone@alienxradio.com. Out of this world entertainment is now in your face from outer space.
When you call, they actually answer the phone and talk to you.
And now it's time for the music news with D-Unit.
What's going on?
Oh, what's up?
What are you doing?
I'm getting ready to put your camera on.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah. Here it is. Oh, boom! Boom! There he is!
My
It's
tiredness.
D-Unit, everybody!
My tiredness.
At D's Music news.
All right, here's what we got going on during this week of April. 40 years ago, Thin Lizzy releases Black Rose. Yesterday, sadly, UFO guitarist, keyboardist Paul Raymond passed away at the age of 73. So it's kind of a sad day in music news.
Yeah.
I want to give a happy birthday shout out to great guitarist Richie Blackmore.
Happy birthday,
What else
Mr.
we got
Blackmore.
going on? Okay, so we talked before AC/DC was in Vancouver, where the recording studio was, where they were being seen with Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
You know, so it looks like it confirms that AC/DC was with Brian Johnson. They are finishing up the engineering portion or the mixing portion of a new album with Brian Johnson, and it looks like he is going to be touring with AC/DC again. So AC/DC with Brian Johnson coming soon. You know, pay attention more. I'll be having more about it.
Stay tuned. It'll be all in your face.
Stay tuned. Black Hole, there's been a petition has been launched.
Oh, boy.
To name the Black Hole after late and great lead singer of Soundgarden, Audio Slave, and solo Stone Temple Pilots also, Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell.
And I just went through another thing, through Facebook, and it looks like it's got 30,000 signatures so far as of, Friday?
Huh.
So, I don't know.
Maybe that's why they're harassing that guy.
Yes.
Because it's supposed to be named after him because he discovered it, maybe. Whoa!
Yeah.
So they're harassing him saying, no, you need to name it after the singer that had absolutely nothing to do with this discovery.
Yep.
But he had a song about a black hole.
Yep. There's a cool picture of it. They got, different pictures of the black hole, and then inside the center of the black hole is like a crap load of guitar picks.
Sorry.
What else we got going on? John Fogerty, after 50 years, is apparently having conversations with ex-Creedence Clearwater. What? I can't talk today either. CCR, pretty much. And it looks like they might be possibly making some new music. I don't know. Stay tuned. Blah. Stay tuned for that. Neil Young is back in the studio with Crazy Horse. And also, after 2 decades, it is reported that Blue Oyster Cult will be releasing a new album. What else have I got going on? Kid Rock. I don't know if you heard about this. I used to be a Kid Rock fan, but not so much anymore. But Kid Rock is out golfing.
Yeah?
With legendary Jack Nicklaus.
Really?
Guess what Kid Rock does?
What did he do?
Hits a hole-in-one.
Really?
That's kind of cool, man. You're out there golfing with a golfer and you're hitting a hole-in-one. That's awesome.
Did it really happen, though?
It's true. It's on the internet.
Well, then, there you go.
Okay? I don't care what else it is.
There you go. The proof is right there.
Okay, so
you can Google it.
Right. One of my
It's Googleable.
Googleable. Yes.
Yeah. You have to say that slowly, otherwise it's Googleable. Then you go and they say you've been drinking too much.
Yes. Five Finger Death Punch.
Yes. What about them?
Well,
don't upset me.
I know you're a big, huge Five Finger Death Punch fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going to see them this summer.
And
got my tickets.
And I'm trying to see who's in the race now. If it's Five Finger Death Punch or Disturbed, to see who's going to come up with the best cover song ever. But they teamed up.
Right now, I say Disturbed is beating them.
Oh yes. Nothing. I don't care who covers whatever. The Sound of Silence is never ever going to be redone. Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
Stupid. Awesome. Five Finger Death Punch teamed up with Brian May, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and Brantley, Gilbert, and redid Blue on Black.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've heard of this.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd doing the first solo, and then Brian May comes in and rocks out like the last solo. There's a video out for it, and I got to be honest with you, I want to hate it. I want to hate it, but it's actually okay. It's pretty decent.
Do you generally want to hate stuff by Five Finger Death Punch or just their covers?
I want to hate stuff from Five Finger Death Punch, and I'm not going to just talk bad because Karma sucks, but I'm not a huge fan of the singer.
That's cool.
Just because of his
That's cool. That's fair.
actions in the past.
That's fair.
Okay.
Because there's a because of his actions. So I'm talking about the music, not the band.
Even the music, it's
Because like
I don't know.
I like the music of Michael Jackson, but okay,
No, I hear ya.
he's
I
a
hear
creep.
ya.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I didn't really.
I just
accusations
that-
aside, he
that
was
can-
very creepy.
Well, it's just like Dokken. I used to love Dokken. Now, after everything that happened with Dokken, because of his actions, yes, I hate the music Dokken. Now I don't want to hear anything from Dokken. Also, this week we also
Very bitter.
I know. I am very bitter about it. We remember the rocker comedian Sam Kinison, who passed away on April 10th, 1992. After his 89 Trans Am was struck by a 17-year-old drunk driver after crossing lanes and being hit head-on. He was with his brother on his way to Nevada to be performing a sold-out show, and things happened. So I don't know if you remember Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
The late and great, but I mean, we're talking what? Back to School, the teacher in Back to School. He was in the Bon Jovi Bad Medicine video. He did his own music thing. What was it? Wild Thing. Remember that video? I love Sam Kinison. Political. There you go. I was like, what are you doing?
I was like,
over
I'm
there?
on it. I'm on it.
I'm on it. Yeah, he was great. And then for the local promotion, local bands I'm promoting for this week is going to be Autumn Ridge. They're going to be playing at
someplace
in Adrian, Michigan. Farvers at the Crosswell in Adrian, Michigan. This Friday, April 19th. They've been playing on Alien X Radio. I saw them a few months ago. If you're out in the Adrian area, check them out. Highly recommend it.
Sweet.
And that's it this week.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Not much going on.
that has been D's Music News. Thank you very much.
No, there's something else that I saw. Just talking about some real quick. That it looks like ex Guns N' Roses manager says that Izzy Stradlin might be involved with the new album or possibly a few shows in the next Guns N' Roses tour.
What was this? Get a little closer to that mic. What?
Izzy Stradlin, Guns N' Roses management, ex-management. So again, I don't know how true this is. Says that Izzy might be involved with either the new Guns N' Roses album or part of the next tour. Because Guns N' Roses has been reported by Slash, Axl, and also Duff that they are going to be going into the studio late this year, early next year.
Okay.
So could it be a full Guns N' Roses reunion?
Don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
And we're going to tell you all kinds of things when we return for hour number 2 of Inside the Mothership. So go nowhere. We'll be back right after this.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporko Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube!
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The Paul Farah Comedy Show on Alien X Radio every Monday at 8 p.m. ET. Tune in for comedy guest music and a whole load of madness erupting on the airwaves. The Paul Farah Comedy Show. Let the mayhem commence.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
Captain, I'm picking up a strange anomaly.
Mr. Tukop, what is it? It appears to be a primitive form of communication that is traveling through space, Captain.
Captain, I've traced the source of the transmission.
On screen. Damn it, Jim. That's Earth.
Captain, a signal's coming in.
On speaker.
The John LeBang Show is on every Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. right here on Alien X Radio.
Fascinating. I told you not to mess with the space-time continuum.
Let me ask you this. Do you have a problem with animals constantly running out in front of your vehicle?
Yeah, little kids too.
Well, put away the water hose and disinfectant for good, because the humane people at Canine Killers have a solution for you. It's called the Bumper Bib. Bumper Bib protects your vehicle from unsightly scratches and blood splatter resulting from high-velocity impacts with small, fuzzy creatures. Bumper Bib. Pick up a case today.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Resistance is futile.
Probing is not allowed.
Welcome, everybody. It's hour number 2 of Inside the Mothership. I'm Alien Stone.
I'm D-Unit.
D-Unit. Who you representing today? Just you?
I'm representing Alien X today.
Alien X. Representing Alien X is the D-Unit.
Yes.
And D's. D's what?
D's nuts. I don't know where that ever came from. Blah, 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 blah.
So anyway, coming up on the show, so we got, well, not official punchlines, but we will be doing another set of punchlines where we make fun of more ridiculous things that are in the news.
Punchlines-ish?
Sometimes, I don't know, man. I when these reporters write the headline,
yeah,
I don't know sometimes. I'm like,
man.
Are you writing for me? That's what I want to know. Are you writing this to help me do my show because you're giving me such a ridiculous headline?
Exactly.
To make fun of. It's like, come on, man. Make the headline interesting, but not ridiculous. Deal breakers still on the way. I got a couple more movies that go on that list. And then there's some bands that are... you don't have to like the bands, but it's a deal breaker if you can't respect the band and their contribution to music. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you have some bands like that you come up with. And television shows, man. It's like, how did you not see that show growing up? And that's as
Full
far as we'll go
House.
with that one.
Full House.
Just how did you not see it? You know, I mean, really? You might have not liked it, but come on, you had to have seen it. And just a few questions, of course, coming up at the end of the hour.
All right.
To make everybody uncomfortable.
To make everybody.
It's very uneasy. And everybody keeps listening. You know,
Uneasing.
why do you keep listening if it makes you feel uncomfortable? Because eventually it'll end. And it's such a relief when I finally get the, okay, that's over. So, music for the Vajira holes from Influence, I think, right now.
Oh, giggity.
Straight to the chest. Inside the Mothership.
listening to Inside the Mothership on Pure Rock Radio, Aberdeen, Saskatchewan, Canada. 97.1 KGSB FM, Get Smashed Radio, Seattle, Washington. IRN Internet Radio Network, Largo, Florida. And Good Talk Radio in Denver, Colorado.
Back in the saddle, cage rattling, skin color stink, a black hole from endless strength. couldn't move an inhale at a standstill, battling for justice in a landfill. I stand real, defined, but the test of time. Stars are thy design. So who's next to shine? Marking your brain. Tattoo. Bend in the head. Blast through. Stomp in the ground. Knocking them down for your knees. Buckle, yeah. Only the strong will survive, so identify. Everybody stand up and recognize. Motherfuckers with heart, better check the size. Take a look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Realize. It's a sky. So ask why. Are you ready for war? Are you ready for war? Are you ready for war? Look in my eyes. You tuning in to the short shot. Locking down spots for a knock. Step in the ring, make the jaws drop. Raise a fist in the cork spot. Ready for war, yeah, built machine. Competition cut, guillotine. Make us sweat, man. Philippines, guillotine, smithereens, turning nightmares. This goes out to competitors. Minor leaguers trying to fuck with upper echelon. The response from the king to all of y'all. Champions of the laws, you don't wanna get it on. Only the strong will survive, so identify. Everybody stand up and recognize. Motherfuckers with heart, better check the size. Take a look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Realize. It's a sky. So ask why. Are you ready for war? Are you ready for war? Are you ready for war? Look in my eyes. Now. Only the strong will survive. Are you ready for war? Only the strong will survive. Are you ready for war? Only the strong will survive. Look in my eyes. Look in my
A naked blonde walks into a bar with a poodle under one arm and a 2-foot salami under the other. She lays the poodle on the table. Bartender says, I suppose you won't be needing a drink. Naked lady says,
It's just in hot off the press.
have been beamed aboard and you are now
Inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Warning, this show may cause intense bursts of laughter, insightful thinking, and moments of utter confusion. But don't worry, we have that effect on most humans. Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Ah, yes, it is now time for the punchlines. And this portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Come into Ashley's on April 24th. And help cast your vote to crown yet another brewery throwdown champion. It started with 16 breweries fighting for your vote to see who would move on in the March Madness style bracket. Now they're down to just a few left for the semifinals. So come on in and make sure you cast your vote to see who is going to clinch their semifinal spot, because that's coming up real quick, the finals. And we're kind of excited for that. Now, each beer that they sell from 5 to 11 will count towards their total, and at the end of the night, they'll tally them all up, declare a winner, and that brewery will move on. Now, just remember that with good beer, everybody wins at Ashley's. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. First thing I want to talk about here.
First thing?
Yes, in the punchlines here today. Like I said, we're not doing traditional punchlines. We're just reading off some headlines that caught my eye. We, of course, do not read the story, because that would be journalism. We don't do that. We just make fun of stuff. So, a toddler gets a hold. I'm just going to read the headline, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Toddler repeatedly enters wrong password. Locks father's iPad for 48 years. 48 years. His iPad will be locked for 48 years. Because when you enter the wrong password, it so many times in a row, it locks your device for so long before you can re-enter a password again. But if during that time you keep entering more incorrect passwords, it keeps adding time. And you would think that this would be something easy to fix, but apparently, I actually heard some of this story. Apparently, they went through every avenue they can, and really the only option they have is to factory reset the device and lose everything on it.
Well, wouldn't that, I mean, you might as well start over. I mean, no matter what, you're going to have to get a new one, right?
Right. At that point.
So why?
Right.
Duh. Sounds like a no-brainer to me.
Right. It's like you're all upset. And like, well, but I'm afraid to lose all this stuff. Well, you've already been told that there's absolutely no other way, so you've already lost it. It's already gone. You can't access it. You can't see it. Sorry. Are you going to put it in a time machine? Bury it in the backyard and come back 48 years later, turn it on. I'm sure you'll remember the password in 48 years, right?
Right.
And then when it really sucks, he finally gets there, he's on his deathbed, 48 years later, pulls it out, types in the wrong password. It says, "Have you forgotten your password?" You say, "Yes." And say, "Would you like to change your password?" And you say, "Yes." And you say, "Okay, your new password cannot be the same as your old password." And you're like, "Good, because I can't remember it." You say, "Now, before you can change your password, please enter your most recent password." And then he dies.
And then he dies.
And then he dies. It's a sad story, right? Doctors recover 4 bees in woman's eye living on her tears.
What?
Yes, there's these little type of bees. I can't remember. I'm not sure the name of the bees. Nicole told me. I can't remember the name of the bees. They're very, very, very tiny bees. So what it was is she actually thought that some sand had blown into her eyes. And it was bothering her and everything. So she finally goes into the doctor. And the doctor, they showed a microscopic, like really close up of her eyes. And you can see these little bees that are like in her tear ducts and stuff. And they're living on her tears. And yes, that's horrifying. Can you imagine that? Any bug in your eye, let alone a bee. I mean, any bug.
That's terrible.
There's a fly in your eye. No good.
Right?
And finally, New Mexico man hid 44 stolen diamonds in his anus. Now, you sent me the story.
I did.
Yeah.
So there's this guy.
Yeah.
On a motorcycle.
Right.
Gets pulled over by,
he does.
Police in New Mexico.
Yes.
For not having a valid motorcycle's license or something. Maybe his
course.
plate was expired.
Because people who do
You
dumb
know?
things never have anything set up to where they don't get pulled over, right?
Right.
Dummies.
And upon searching, he's farting out 44 diamonds.
44 diamonds in his buttocks.
Now, they say diamonds can cut anything.
Right.
Okay? So, in my personal, opinion,
right,
I think your anus
Uh-huh.
or your pee hole would be the last place I would be putting diamonds.
You would think, yeah. You would think that if they were in there long enough, moving around and grinding and twisting, that eventually it would hollow you out.
Dude, frankly, sir, you're an idiot. I mean, come on.
Dude, we're just going to get a really awesome
But that's just
thing.
another thing, too.
You're
Okay.
an idiot.
Okay, right. We do.
We'll get something
And
like
then, it's like, okay, I got 44 stolen diamonds in my butt.
In
Okay?
your
If
butt.
I'm getting any type of vehicle, I'm going to make sure the turn signals work. I'm going to make sure the brake lights work.
For sure.
I'm going to do 2 miles over the speed limit, set my
Mhm.
cruise control.
Yep.
I'm
calling it Uber.
Right.
I'm just saying, I'm calling it Uber.
Effing ain't right, buddy.
Everything is on the driver. I ain't got
Exactly.
nothing to do with that. It's the Uber. I'm just sitting back here.
Can you imagine
I'm
it?
on my way to the airport. Leave me
Ba-
alone.
Bank robber gets caught, gets pulled over with his Uber driver.
There was a story a long time ago where a bank robber got caught because his Uber driver was late.
I can imagine that.
Called for his Uber. He's like, oh, he's 1 minute away. Okay, really quick. Give me all the money. Give me all the money. He comes outside. Uber driver ain't there. He waits for the Uber driver.
That's good.
You standing outside with stolen money. You know cops are coming, and you decide to wait for the Uber driver.
No.
Yep.
No. You get your butt out of Dodge, son.
Cop showed up first. I'm sure the Uber driver just kept on going when he saw that.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
He just kept on keeping on.
I don't think this is a great spot for me.
No. This, yeah. I'm going to reject this ride
No.
and
We're gonna
take
go
the hit on the
somewhere else.
stars. And that has been the punchlines. Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Diamonds in the rough.
Frankly, sir.
You're an idiot.
He's not the diamond in the rough.
Oh my gosh. Looked like a tunnel carved into sausage. That's a bad situation.
It is.
Anyway, let's do a couple more of these deal breakers, man.
Okay.
The movies that I was thinking of that were deal breakers, like if you haven't seen it, it's a shocker to me. I'm not going to not be friends with somebody because they haven't seen a movie that I deem to be a required watching.
Okay.
But I will send you home sometimes to do some homework, and it'll bother me for the rest of my life if you don't. And I will remind you of it. If you haven't seen Rocky, we have issue. We have issue. Not bad or nothing. I'm not going to call you an idiot or get mad at you or anything, but there's going to be a lot of times where I'm going to make reference to things and you're not going to know what I'm talking about because I use Rocky a lot. Okay? It's one of my favorite movies of all time is Rocky.
It'd be like me.
I don't know about all the rest of the Rockies, but Rocky was great.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. And equal to that is Jaws.
Yeah?
Yeah, you had to
I mean,
have at least
I'm not going to
seen
not
it.
like you, but yeah, you had to have at least seen it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even know if I would send somebody home for homework on that one personally.
They got to see
You know?
Jaws. I mean,
you got to know of it. You may not have had it. That's like,
no, the reason why is how many other movies have come out that are Jaws? All of the shark movies.
well, yeah, there's Sharknado freaking 20 that's out, you know.
Right, but all the shark movies are because of Jaws.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have ever seen Deep Blue Sea or any of these other shark movies, okay, and you say, oh, that was a great shark movie. Okay, you're saying that's a great shark movie. But you are not allowed to formulate that opinion until you have seen the first one, which was Jaws. Okay, once you see that one, then you have something to compare it to. Yes, get over the fact that the effects were bad. Okay, it was a long time ago.
What, 77?
Yeah, they were trying to make a major budget movie on a porno film budget. Okay,
Yeah.
the robot didn't work; it sank. Okay, there was problems.
I thought they did pretty good with it.
They did a great job because they were able to replace the broken shark with a piece of music.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
When you heard that, the shark was in the scene, even though the shark was not in the scene. He was
Right.
there.
Right, he was there.
He was there.
Yep.
So, you gotta see Jaws. Okay, and this one here, we're definitely. I'm not going. This one is more about if you want to be my friend, and you want to know something about me. There are two movies that you could see back to back and go, I get you, I get it.
Can I
Okay,
guess 'em?
and here's the yeah. Go ahead and guess them.
I'm gonna guess one being the last. Was it the Last Dragon?
It is The Last Dragon. And here's the funny thing. You said The Last, and you could have finished that sentence two different ways and be right both times.
And the Last Starfighter.
Yes! The Last Dragon and The Last Starfighter. If you go back and watch those two movies, you're like, okay, I get you.
I am freaking good, man.
That was real
Mind
good.
reading 101.
Excellent job, sir. Excellent job. Beautiful.
You're my best
Did I hold up a cue card?
No.
No, I did not. And you know what? The camera was on me, so they know I did not
I'll
hold
be
up a
honest,
cue card.
I knew the Last Dragon was going to be on there, and then when you said, the last, and you gave me the hint in the other one, but
Man.
I knew right away. That was a great movie.
Yeah. Both of those are
Both of those are
excellent
awesome
movies.
movies.
Yeah.
Both of those are awesome movies.
Greetings, Starfire. You have been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Zur and the Kodan Armada. Yes.
You could probably read the whole thing, can't you? Do you know the whole thing?
No, but there's a lot of things I can repeat.
Yeah.
Pritana, Honivatsuela. Kita. I think that meant money.
Did it?
Yeah, because he always did that when he was like he was pretending like he was pouring money in his hand. He was like,
Yeah.
so that meant money or whatever. And
That should be
whatever
on Netflix.
oh, I'm sure it is somewhere.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm gonna go home and
Wow.
look for it, but I can guarantee you it's not. 'Cause I
Write
haven't
a
seen
letter.
it.
Got to write a letter.
They raised my rates. I should get movies on demand.
Absolutely. Should get all pissy with them. That's what I would
You
do.
know.
But hey, we didn't mention this earlier. I'm going to take this opportunity right now to mention it really fast because we've only got a couple minutes before we get into a break. Actually, no, Wow.
Actually, no. Wait. What?
Did we mention it?
Did we? What?
Or did we? Oh, wow. I don't remember if we mentioned it live earlier or if we mentioned it right before we went on the air.
I'll tell.
The return of the show and the return of the station.
Oh, we briefly talked about it on the air, but
Well, we didn't really mention what it was.
Well,
we
it
kind of
was.
hinted to what it was.
Yes.
So,
Oh, yes.
in the Detroit area, a long time ago, there was a radio station called WLLZ, which was The Wheels, Detroit Wheels.
Detroit Wheels.
And they were direct competition with WRIF.
Yep.
Those two stations fought each other. And unfortunately, Wheels disappeared about 23 years ago, went off the air.
Yeah.
23 years ago. And Doug Podell disappeared with it, and Trudy Daniels disappeared with it. Well, we're happy to announce that out of the blue, popping back onto the radio station, onto the airwaves after 23 years, WLLZ is now back in Detroit with Doug Podell
And Trudy.
and Trudy Daniels back on the air again. And it's freaking awesome. It really is freaking awesome. And what do?
They bring back the Drew and Mike show.
The Drew and Mike Show from what station?
From WRIF.
Smack in the face. Whoopah! Swaffle.
One of the great, the great. I used to love that show, and we know we lost Mike Clark, less than a year ago. He
Right,
passed
right.
away. But Drew is still keeping the Drew and Mike show, and Trudy's on it too.
Yeah, they're going to keep
Because-
it called
right,
the Drew and Mike Show.
Show.
Even like I said, we lost Mike, but we're going to keep. He's keeping the name.
Yeah, and it's awesome, and I hope it actually gets going during the week on that.
Yep.
Because they're a huge part of why I always had a dream to want to do radio was listening to them. I used to, every morning I would listen to them every morning. Love it.
I can tell you right now, I listened to the very first episode was Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. It came on. And their very first skit, the very first thing they did was make fun of Gillette for their new ad campaign where they have a 350-pound female model in a bikini selling razor blades. And if you remember anything about the Drew and Mike show, they were harsh.
Oh, I'm sure. I remember the Harris polls. They used to call all the football players and try, before the Super Bowl and try and wake them up and stuff like that against a team that they didn't want to win. Oh, they were awesome. Awesome. Classics. Donut shop terrorism. That was some great stuff.
So we're going to take a short break and pause the action. We'll be back with the home stretch and just a few questions right after this, so go nowhere. It's Inside the Mothership.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy. Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes, so you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water. Beg for Mercy and Under the Blade. Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
Hey, big guy. I heard you lost a close one today. Look, Jamie, maybe we weren't the lowest rate this time. But when you show people their progressive direct rate and our competitors' rates, you can't win them all. The important part is you help them save.
Thanks, Flo.
Hey, let's go get you an ice cream cone, champ.
The sprinkles?
Sprinkles are for winners.
I understand.
Keep it up, rock the house.
Warning. Continued usage may cause the uncontrollable desire to wash your ears out with soap. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Out of
this world entertainment is now in your face from outer space.
You guys kick ass.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Inside the Mothership. I'm Alien Stone.
D-Unit.
D-Unit. Representing... Who are we representing again today?
Representing Alien X Radio.
Alien X Radio. Just representing the X.
I just made a...
And I'm representing something in my eyeball. It's bugging me big time, man. I'm going to put the camera on you for a minute, man. My eye is killing me. Something flew right in my eye. I don't know what it is.
It could be a little bee.
Yeah, maybe it is. It was just the story. See, it's symbolic.
You know, sometimes...
It's, what do they call it? Pity pains?
Right.
Is that what they call it?
You know, sometimes we talk about stuff and then something happens. That does happen sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Not all the time.
Man.
Yeah,
killing
it's
me.
red.
Yeah, it's red. Big time.
It's jacked up.
I know, so... Good thing we're almost done here, huh? We just got to make it through just a few questions a little bit. Some music.
Just a few. Some music for the Vajir holes coming up.
So, just really fast, name a television show that you think that somebody has to see. You have to see it to be able to really be able to have conversations with you.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. I get that because before I got into it, I was the same way. Like somebody would bring it up and I'd be like, I'm out, and it came up a lot, so I was out a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very popular show, and I love it now.
You know, Two and a Half Men.
Exactly. I was very resistant to 2.5 Men at first, and now I like it.
You know, what
Mine
else?
is that 70s show, man.
Oh yeah, that 70s show. Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers. That was kind of huge there. That and Bleeding, of course, into Frasier.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't put those on my list necessarily. But
That'd be
definitely
on
the ones all those before that for sure.
Oh yeah, that 70s show was great.
Shows that you just have to have seen. Now now you're getting into more personal stuff like I would say The Walking Dead, but that's not what I mean. No,
it's just
for childhood stuff you had to have seen Ultraman.
Ultraman.
I
don't remember Ultraman.
Here he comes from the sky. Ultraman.
I don't remember Ultraman.
Oh man, yeah. It was those Japanese shows, kind of like Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
And he was a member of some elite squad
Godzilla.
that took care of the city. And he had this little capsule thing that he would hold in his hand, and he would run out when nobody could see. He would hold the capsule up in the air.
Kind of like you right now.
Yeah, my eye is out, dude. My eye is just whacked. And oh man. And he would become Ultraman, which came from the sun. And he would come down. He was a giant guy in a silver costume, and he would fight the monsters and stuff.
I gotta look it up.
But when he ran out of power, his chest would start flashing, and he had to fly back to the sun.
I will look it up.
Ultraman. It's my ringtone on my phone.
Is it for real?
Yeah. So you had to see that.
Wow.
So,
Going kids, if you're going kids wise, it would have to be Voltron.
Oh yeah, yeah, I get it.
No, the first Voltron.
Yeah, not the
Not
yeah.
not with all the space cars.
I know what you're talking
spaceship
about.
Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original one.
Yeah, the 5 lions. Five lions.
All right, so anyway, I'm just gonna throw something on here because my eye's killing me. I'm gonna go put some eye drops in.
You should do that.
Yeah, so music for the Vajir holes, courtesy of me, Alien Stone. This dude's called Can't Stop the Rock.
Ah, awesome.
On Inside the Mothership.
around me would agree. It was a tragedy. When we came along, we slid into this town, but from the rise we go hit the ground. I just can't believe all the things we did. I just can't believe all these dreams are dead. But now I know I'm just a hand to rock, but no matter what, I just can't stop. I've got to rock. Just can't stop. I can't stop the rock. I can't stop the rock. It's been a long time, we came so far. We just don't agree with where we are. Well, maybe we just weren't meant to be stars. Well, maybe we were, but now with each other. So maybe it's better to be away from each other. The end of a dream is the start of another. So we'll start to talk and we'll start to walk the walk. Then I'll talk I walk, yeah. And then I'll stop to be the thing that I know I can't be. All the things I dream. Everybody all around me would agree. It's the way things had to be. When we came along, we slid into this town, but from the rise we go hit the ground. I just can't believe all the things we did. I just can't believe all these dreams are dead. But now I know I'm just a hand to rock, but no matter what, I just can't stop. I've got to rock. Just can't stop. I can't stop the rock. I can't stop the rock. Out of the flames I rise up again with a techno style and a passion for sin. And the tag on my shirt says I'll do it again. But just because another chapter is done, that doesn't mean that I forget where I came from. 'Cause getting there is half of the fun. I'm getting older, I'm starting over. I'm getting bolder, I just can't stop the rock. I'm feeling hunger, I'm rocking longer. I'm feeling stronger, I just can't stop the rock. I'm getting older, I'm starting over. I'm feeling bolder, I just can't stop the rock. I'm feeling hunger, I'm rocking longer. I'm feeling stronger, I just can't stop the rock. 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 I just can't stop the rock.
You're listening to Inside the Mothership on Mile High Radio in Denver, Colorado. K98 in State College, Pennsylvania. And Western Reserve Radio in Youngstown, Ohio. Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
answer just a few questions.
Hello, hello, hello. It is now time to answer just a few questions. Gonna make you feel a little uncomfortable. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I struggled this week.
Did you?
To come up with an idea, because I have put you in so many situations, in so many planes of existence, and in so many places on Earth, and in space.
It's true.
I've put you all over the place.
Oh.
And we did all kinds of crazy things. So I was like, well, what do I usually avoid? Let's go to, like in The Last Dragon. To seek safety, one must go to the heart of danger. So I figured, okay, what topic am I the least comfortable with? So I put myself in an uncomfortable position this week. And that's sports.
That's what?
Sports.
Sports.
I'm very uncomfortable with sports because I don't like sports.
Okay.
So I remembered how I used to make fun of sports all the time, and I figured I can ask a bunch of questions sarcastically and make fun of them at the same time. So, that being said...
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Question number 1 is, so out of the blue, you have decided to change careers and will now try your hand as a professional athlete. You take a look at all the pros and cons of each sport before choosing one. Here's a list so far. What is missing from each list? Hockey. Ice is cold. Hockey players get lots of tail. You have to ice skate. You heard chicks like ice skaters. Hockey scores are low, so there's no pressure to score multiple times per game. Or A, you don't have a cool Canadian hockey player last name to go from shoulder to shoulder across the back of your jersey. B, you just don't care enough about hockey to watch it, let alone play it. Or C, you have to participate in brawling, and you would prefer to keep all of your teeth in your mouth.
Definitely C.
C. Good.
Definitely
That's
C.
a good answer. We like our
Definitely
teeth in our mouths.
Yes.
Because they work the best for eating.
Yes.
That way. And
Exactly.
saying things with the TH sound in it.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's no.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Exactly.
Okay,
You can
so football.
Foosball for the devil.
Guys will slap you on the ass, but also, so will easy women. Your legs could be junk after you retire, but also, you will have made connections with all the right doctors to supply you with all the drugs that you need to forget about your knees and feel like they're being crushed, or forget about your knees that feel like they're being crushed in a vice. Provided that you have gotten your, jeez, oh Pete, provided that you hadn't gotten brain damage yet, you could transition into sportscaster as long as you can still speak clearly, unlike me, and make sense. Or, shoulder pads are unflattering and you can't throw a spiral to save your ass. B, you don't like needles and they are in every NFL player's future. Or C, you have to get arrested for drug possession while driving a sports car. It's in every standard NFL contract.
I'm going to definitely go with B.
B.
I don't like needles.
No. And pretty much when you sign up,
You're going to
at some point, you're going to have to take some needles in the kneecaps.
Yep. Cortisone shots.
Oh, yeah, screw that. And in your back and wherever else.
Yeah.
You know?
Elbow, wrist, shoulder.
Bonus question.
Oh, there's a bonus question.
What would be the worst part about you playing basketball? A, you can't jump. B, you don't want to wear shorts in public. C, you can't fake falling down. Or D, you can't see yourself with 14 kids by 8 different mothers.
D.
D. Very nice, very nice.
However, I can't jump either.
Right.
But
there might be a combination of answers.
It could be a combination.
Check all that apply.
E other, both A E, both A and D.
And now,
Question number 2.
so, now with all those pros and cons, you have narrowed it down to baseball player or MMA fighter. You will now make your final decision and start your new career as professional athlete. Let's think about a few things for just a minute. It's a big decision. As a baseball player, you get 4 balls and you get to walk to first base. If you had 4 of the type of balls you need to be an MMA fighter, walking might not be that easy. What size and type of metal balls would those be?
What size would they be?
What size and type of metal balls do you need to be an MMA fighter?
They'd have to be huge balls made of brass.
Close enough. Big brass balls. Absolutely. You have to have big brass balls to be an MMA fighter.
Big brass balls.
That's right. As an MMA fighter, the likelihood of taking a couple balls in the face is actually greater than in baseball. They just won't hurt as much as in when baseball hits you right in the eye socket, that might hurt a little more. Outside of sports, what is it called if you intentionally put your balls on someone's eyes?
A teabag.
Teabagging, yes. All right, very good answer. Ding, 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 ding. All right. The way your energy is distributed is completely different in these two sports. In baseball, you have long blocks of resting time with short and fast jumps in the physical action, but the game could last a long time, sometimes going into extra innings. In MMA, you only get short breaks and are mostly running at full steam the entire time. While filled with intense action, it could end unexpectedly with an upset at any time. If I asked all of your past sex partners to choose for you based on this criteria alone, what sport do you think you would be in? Oh!
I'm going to say an MMA fighter.
You're going to be an MMA fighter. So, yeah, you never know, man. It could just end at any moment with an upset. But at the same time, though, it's constant
All right.
action. Okay, I
It
see
is
what
what
you're
it
saying.
is.
All right. Bonus question. What do you think would be more devastating? A 95-mile-an-hour fastball to the face or a spinning hook kick to the face?
Ooh.
I have 2 answers you could choose.
I'm going to say spinning heel kick.
All right, one answer you could have chosen was they're about the same. They could both cave in your cheekbone pretty safely.
Yeah.
The other answer is ask Felipe Lira. Wham! He took a shot straight back, right into the face, broke his jaw, and spun him around and put him to sleep right there on the mound.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, that was messed up. Pretty sure it was Felipe Lira. Watch me have the name wrong. Anyway.
Question number 3.
Question number 3 is, so, golf it is. You have weighed out your options and figured that aside from the casual walking, the physical aspect of it is pretty mild. You get to enjoy the nice weather. There is no need to wear shoulder pads or a cup. You could train on your own as it is not a team sport. Unlike baseball, in golf, the ball will stand still and wait for you to hit it. Like in kids' t-ball. And unlike in the MMA, you are supposed to hit the balls. This all being said, you want to be remembered as that guy. So, you want to be the very first extreme golfer. Mixing the game of golf with the entertainment value of professional wrestling, let's design your extreme golfer persona. In baseball, the batters have intro music. This is also true in the MMA. This is something that you want to take to the world of golf as well. So what will be your theme song, your intro? AC/DC's Big Balls, Nine Inch Nails' Head Like a Hole, or other? And go.
I'm gonna go with other. And I'm gonna do Creeping Chaos, Beg for Mercy.
Beg for Mercy. All right, so that's rocking.
Yes.
While you come out onto the green.
Yes.
All right. Now, how will you enter? How will you make your appearance at the start of the game? A, fully clothed but stripped down to a G-string by the time you reach the tee. B, you parachute in from a helicopter onto the green dressed like Shazam. Or C, other. An answer.
I'm going to go with C, other. I'm going to have a custom golf cart with a stripper pole on the back.
With a stripper pole on the back.
Radio going, and a keg in the passenger seat.
Nice. All right.
That's how I'm going to roll.
All right. Now, what will your signature move be? What will you be known for that no one else has done? You will be the first athlete to be sponsored by Igor's Lube and toss out sample-sized bottles out to the spectators as you walk out into the green. B, instead of using a golf cart, you will be carried from hole to hole by a guy dressed as Sasquatch. Or C, other.
Oh, I'm going with A.
A, definitely.
Absolutely A.
Definitely A.
Yes, all
always
flavors.
bet on Igor's Lube.
Always bet on Igor's Lube.
It's always the way to go. And
yes.
Your bonus question. When doing interviews, what voice will you use? A, your normal voice. B, that of Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Or C, use a sampling machine filled with all possible answers to all possible questions in the voice of Morgan Freeman just because.
Oh, yes. C.
C,
Absolutely.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Always bet on Igor's Lube and Morgan Freeman.
Yep.
All right.
All
So,
right.
you know what time it is now, right?
Lightning round.
It is now time for Lightning Strikes. There is no right or wrong, just whether or not you agree with me. Here's the lightning round. Big balls or tiny balls?
Big balls.
I would have accepted either answer because we don't judge. Now, if that guy earlier had big balls, they might not have gotten into the little hole on his IKEA chair, and he might not be singing soprano. Hearts or clubs?
Clubs.
Very good. See, you remember what we've been doing here. Pitching or catching?
Pitching.
Oh, yeah.
You threw me a curveball.
Oh. Punt intended.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
White men can't jump. Woody Harrelson or Woody Allen?
Woody Harrelson.
Because if it would have been Woody Harrelson.
You can't hear it, Jimmy.
I would have been like I just I feel it very much anxiety when I try to do the jump shot. So that was what it'd be like. It would be like Woody Harrelson.
Yes.
Or something like that. It's a really bad impersonation, but
Yes. You can't hear Jimmy.
A grand slam. Is that football, lacrosse, or Denny's?
Denny's.
Yes! Get that grand slam breakfast, baby. Mmm. And that fake sausage and the runny eggs. Mmm. Okay, never mind. Let's go somewhere else.
Big boy.
And finally, your backup sport. Synchronized underwater tennis or jousting?
Jousting.
Very good, because jousting is an actual thing.
Underwater synchronized tennis.
Yes.
What the?
Exactly. That's why we're getting into jousting. So there you go. Jousting. That's your new sport.
Joust. I like it.
And that has been Just a Few Questions. And I want to thank everybody for joining us this week for Inside the Mothership. Until next time, this is Alien Stone.
I'm T-Unit.
Saying peace.
See you later.